Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So, I am ready for Pagan Temple, I'm ready for Hindu Temple, and then I'm ready for Catholic Mass. You guys can see the rosary there. How sacrilegious is that? I think it's hilarious. I just thought it was pretty funny this morning when I put everything on. I look like, wow, crazy. I feel crazy today. Very crazy, so I don't know why. I feel very out there today. So the book is like almost written, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. So maybe it is written, maybe it's not. Maybe there's another book that's waiting to be published. So there is a book that is done. That is completely done. I will not tell you the title, but once I do get it published, you guys will all have a copy of it, I promise. Well, most of you that like my stories, my short stories. Strange short stories. So, it's not my fault, it's my brain's fault. So, okay, tarot. Alright, the Minor Arcana. The minor ones, which are these. It'd be better if I could show you guys. So yes, these are the minor. These are basically different aspects of... Sorry, dog hair in my mouth. Doggy wanted kisses today. So basically the Minor Arcana are believed by some to be of even more ancient origin than the major. Did not know that. Did you guys? Anybody? I didn't know that. I think it's cool. So, since both had already been combined into one pack at the time when Court de Gebelin brought them to public attention, there is no way of confirming or disproving this supposition? Again, I can't read, might need glasses. Okay, so indeed there are some writers on the subject who disregarded the Minor Arcana, concentrating just entirely on the Major Arcana, especially as they relate to the Tree of Life of the Kabbalah. Continued research, however, reveals that the meanings of the Minor Arcana show an unmistakable correspondence to those of the 10 Sephiroth of the Tree of Life. This relationship will be discussed in the section of the Tarot and the Kabbalah. So, A.E. Waite's Writer Pack was chosen for this book. Oh, because I cannot read, you guys. I think I need glasses. Because it was the only pack we could find that had an illustration for each of the 56 cards of the Minor Arcana. The mind more easily retains the memory of the meaning of a card after one has looked at the graphic representation, rather than merely at the number or symbols in the design. Say 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, or 6 of Cups. So, you guys kind of get that. With the Minor, how they give more detail into life. Like, they're not just an archetypal energy, they are details of that specific archetypal energy. I think it's very cool. Very alchemical. So, the universe, it has been said, was created from 4 basic elements, earth, air, fire, water, corresponding to the 4 Hebrew letters, I-H-V-H, or Jehovah. And you guys know how I feel about Jehovah. So, in ancient Hebrew, there were no written vowels, and these letters represented forms, or the verb, to be. Used with that, the he for the letters I-H-V-H are a symbol of the conscious energy that brings all things and creatures into existence. So, the I stands for the element fire, H for water, V for air, and the life breath. And the final H for the solidity of the element earth. The 4 suits of the Minor Arcana, Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, also represent I-H-V-H and the 4 elements. So we have the I is fire and Wands, the H is water and Cups, The V is air and swords. The H, earth and pentagrams. I don't like the word pentacle. I don't know why. I think it sounds very new agey, and no offense to Wiccans, because I respect you guys to no end. It sounds too Wiccan for me. So that's just, I don't like that. Pentacle. It sounds like a pentacle. The top of a building or something like that. Pentagram. That's something, I just like it like that. And plus, I don't know, in biology, did we learn in biology? Life science, something along the lines of that. I don't remember, because I wasn't in school a lot. But I was in school for the pentagram, the meaning of it, finding it in nature. So yeah, definitely. One day I was in school. So, each suit is made up of cards numbered from ace to 10, plus 4 court cards: king, queen, knight, and a page. The tarot has been mentioned. As has been mentioned. That's a tongue twister. As had been mentioned, is the forerunner of the modern deck. So if the knights were left out and the suit names changed, wands to clubs. Okay. Cups to hearts, swords to spades, and pentagrams to diamonds. What remained would be virtually identical with our modern playing cards. Another similarity has already been noted. The complete deck of 78 cards contains an unnumbered card called the Fool, from which has evolved the Joker's card for today. Also unnumbered, the 4 suits of the Minor Arcana are represented by, the Minor, I said that. But the 4 animals of the Apocalypse. So, very interesting. Interesting stuff. Sorry, excuse my language. So, yeah. They all have earth, air, fire, water. They all fall into a category. So, earth, our foundation. Water, spirit, breath of life. What did I say? Air? I'm in air. Water, the spiritual fluids that surround us in life, and everything that emerges from spiritual fluids and the spiritual waters of the goddess. So that makes sense to you guys? Swords would be thought, fire, or air. One of the two. Both, for me. So that's how I see the swords. Double-edged sword. Alright, so wands. The suit... Okay, this suit indicates animation and enterprise, energy and growth. The wands depicted in the cards are always in leaf. So suggesting that the constant renewal of life and growth, the associations are with the world of ideas, also with the creation in all its forms, including agriculture. The salamander is the animal associated with wands. I love salamanders. So in theory of Paracelsus, I think I said that right, 1493 to 1541, the salamander was a being who inhabited the element fire among the animals of the apocalypse. Wands are synonymous. I think I said that right. I don't care. With the lions. The direction assigned to the wands is south. The temperament of wand people is sanguine. Sanguine. I don't even know that fucking word. This is the suit of the laborer. So, wands represent energy coming at us. Our thoughts, our actions, what we're doing, what is going on. It can just give you so much more info when you pull out minor cards in conjunction with the major. So they give more detail, even though the major cards have a really broad range. It's very broad and vague. Whatever you pull intuition-wise from that card, you can get even more by just simply pulling. Oddly enough, the wands. Am I reading wands? I am. And that is the 9 of Wands. So you can get a lot more information with those. Those are informative cards. the details, the juicy details, the gossip. Those are the gossip cards of the soapbox. So, okay, the cups. I love the cups too. So this suit generally betokens love and happiness. The cups in the cards refer to water, a symbol of the subconscious mind, the instincts and the emotions of love and pleasure, the good life, fertility and beauty. The animal, or rather creature, for cups is the undine, a female water spirit. The direction is west. The temperament is, I don't fucking know this word, phlegmatic? I don't know what that means, so I'm sorry. I do not know what that word means. The apocalypse figure is the water carrier, Aquarius. This is the suit of the priest. So, cups. Yeah, love. Like your cup is overflowing. Thy cup overfloweth? Whatever that saying is. All with the mind as well. Also with love. They're sacred to the goddess, the womb, all that. So it's strange that I didn't even have my deck of the minor cards. Like, they're just shuffled around and mixed up and all that crazy fun stuff. And I pulled that wand card. So yeah, you Aquarians, you are signs of the apocalypse. Now, I don't know why it keeps referring to the apocalypse. I think that's quite silly. I do. So swords. The swords generally express aggression, strife, boldness, and courage, but sometimes they can mean hatred, battle, and enemies. This is the suit of misfortune and disaster. Its direction is north. Its creature is the slith, an elemental being of the air. The sword temperament is said to be melancholy, and the apocalypse figure is the eagle. This is the suit of the warriors. Obviously. Swords. When I do get swords in my readings, it's not always positive. But there's always something that you can go in and you can find that negative and you can change it and transform it into something so much more beautiful and positive. So that is how I see the swords. Everything double-edged. You have a double-edged sword. Pentagrams. Don't like pentacles. I don't. So, pentagrams. The symbols on the card are called pentagrams, which in ancient times were metal discs inscribed with magic formulas. So, in this suit, the pentagrams, are inscribed with the 5-pointed star called the pentagram. Thank you. Alright. Where did I go? I just got so excited about them correcting themselves that I lost my space. Oh, a symbol of the magic arts and the 5 senses of man, the 5 elements of nature, and the 5 extremities of the human body. Now we're getting into big words. Extremities. Please remove your extremities away from me. Thank you. Alright, here they represent money, acquisition, a fortune, trade. The direction is east. The temperament, bilious. The creature here is the gnome. Oh, I love my gnomes. That's why I have so many garden gnomes. 27. A being of the earth. The apocalypse figure is the bull. This is the suit of the merchants. So, pentacles, pentagrams represent manifestation, nature, the 5 senses of man, the 5 these things, arms, legs, like when you stand like that. Fuck, I don't know, you guys. I'm not an expert on the tarot. So yeah, the pentagram. I hate that. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. I'll go through the wands really quick maybe with you. Just so, like, the Ace of Wands, a hand comes out of a cloud offering a flowering wand. 8 detached leaves float in the air, suggesting Hebrew yads, or the descent of spirit into matter. Aces signify beginnings, wands, animation, and enterprise. Therefore, something of a creative nature is being offered to the querent. Querent means the person being read, or the person asking the questions. So, if you're the querent of the... I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Querent? Is that right? I don't know. So yes. Divinatory meanings. Keywords for the Ace of Wands. Beginning of an enterprise, invention, or the beginning of a family. Perhaps the beginning of a journey, an adventure, an escapade. And I will not go into reversed meanings because I don't read them reversed. If they're reversed, the wands, if it's reversed, I just think that however I lay them, if it does come up reversed, which they never fucking do, I think beyond, like in between the between spaces where spirits are, the wee ones, the fae folk, I think the spirits are in that area and they are watching and looking, so that would put more emphasis on that card. I don't see it to be negative. Some cards, books like Wired Ferrets, you mentioned that your book doesn't even have a meaning for reversed cards. So that is how I view reverse cards, to be of a little more importance to the work or to the reading. The spirits are emphasizing that card since it's pointing towards them. 2 of Wands. The Lord of Dominion looks for his battlements out over the sea. He holds a globe in his right hand and a staff in his left, and therefore he contracted a staph infection. No, I'm just totally kidding. I'm totally kidding, you guys. Another staff is held by an iron ring. Roses signifying desire are mixed with the lilies of pure thought, forming a cross with equal arms. This suggests that there is a balance here between thought and desire. And note, there's not a yeast infection. Sorry guys. So, divinatory meanings. Keywords for the 2 of Wands. Boldness, courage, courage in embarking on an enterprise, the employment of scientific methods, influence over another. So yeah, he contracted an STD from somebody else. No, I'm kidding. Kindness and generosity, yet a proud and unforgiving nature. That would give me insight into a person. That would represent a person to me, maybe. Depends. Just who I'm reading for. Poor guy. He probably did get a staph infection. What do you guys think? I think so. No. He's fine. He's fine. 3 of Wands. I'm just going to show you guys these nice little pictures in the book. You guys need to get this book. It's amazing. So the 3 of Wands. Okay, here is the established merchant looking out to sea as his ships come into the port. He has accomplished what the man in the 2 of Wands was just beginning. We're journeying again. So you see the Fool taking a longer journey through the Minor Arcana. Think about that. Divinatory meanings. Keywords for the 3 of Wands. Realization of hope, established strength, nobility, wealth, power, caution against pride, arrogance, partnership. Help will be offered by a successful merchant. I want that to be our card today, the 3 of Wands. Realization of hope, established strength, nobility, wealth, and power. I think that's very, very good for all of us today. A very good card. So focus on that. Focus on nobility, wealth, empowerment. What else? Strength, power, all the good stuff. And I actually last night, again in my sleep, created an event on the 16th and I did not know. I was asleep, and I woke up and I had my phone in my hand, and I looked, and I had created an event, a full moon ritual. But that's very strange. I don't do weird stuff in my sleep that often. Except I scream in foreign languages. Very true, too. Very true. Languages that I have no clue. Yeah, it's okay. Just a little case of the possessions. Okay, 4 of Wands. Oh, there's the 4. You guys all know what that one looks like. I love that card. I love it when it comes up in a reading. So bouquets of flowers are held high by 2 rejoicing maidens. A garland of celebration swings from the top of 4 flowering wands. In the background is a castle with a moat. So they're very vague. Very vague. So, keywords, divinatory meanings. Perfected work, rest after labor, peace, prosperity, harmony, romance, a coming marriage. I see in that card celebration of life, the birth of a baby. I feel somebody will, today, I feel like that card's popping out for me for some reason. Could be. Anybody on my channel pregnant? Anybody? That card stuck out to me big time. Anybody? Having a baby? Today? I want a baby. I have baby fever. Damn it. Okay. 5 of Wands. These people are fighting and fighting because the one man had the staph infection. I'm just joking. Okay. 5 youths are fighting with huge wands. Are they in earnest? Since the 5s in each of the 4 suits... Shit. There we go. Where'd I go? Oh, since the 5 in each of the 4 suits are negative, we can assume this is a serious quarrel. Remember, wands mean enterprise energy, but the 5 signifies that this energy is used negatively. So, very self-explanatory for that one. Divinatory meanings, keywords. Violent strife, rashness, competition in the battle of life. Boldness changes things for the better. Obstacles, lawsuit. Again, everything can be transformed from the negative to the positive. Alchemically. 6 of Wands. Get off your high horse. There's the 6 of Wands. I don't know what's wrong with me today, you guys. Funny mood. Okay, so this is the Lord of Victory. Reminds me of Krishna. Don't know why. Who comes riding by carrying a laurel crown on his staff. His men are marching beside him. So, divinatory meanings for this card. Keywords, good news, victory after strife, pleasure gained through labor, success through industry, advancement in the arts and sciences. Friends are helpful. So, a very good card. Very, very, very good card. I love seeing that card come up in a reading. I always do. Okay. 7 of Wands. Okay, he's pissed off and he is going to beat somebody with his giant club. Okay, oh, it's a youth, so of course they're always pissed off about something. I'm joking. I'm seriously joking, my younger audience. I love you guys. You guys are so much more mature than half of the adults I know. So I'm joking. Okay. Keywords, divinatory meanings for the 7 of Wands. Victory through courage. Success against opposition. The querent has the position of advantage. Competition in business or trade. Certain success. So, it just would represent to me, fight for what you need, for what you want. Be successful. That power, that passion inside of you that just boils. Let it out. Let it out. Alright. 8 of Wands. Okay. tons of little wands coming at somebody. Tons of little wands everywhere. Having sped through open country, these 8 wands are about to come to a rest. Their energy has been spent. So, divinatory meanings. Keywords to look for when you are doing work with the wands. Great haste, great hope, too rapid of advancement, that which is on the move. Hasty communications, messages, letters of love. Approach to a goal, journey by air. So, just remember, keep in mind what I said earlier about the earth, air, fire, water with the wands, pentagrams, cups, and swords. Okay. 9 of wands. Oh, he just got a really bad fight. My God, look at him. He is just... He looks like St. Jude. He took a huge blow to the head. Probably from the other man that infected him with the yeast infection. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, you guys. 9 of wands. His bandaged head indicates that a man has already fought, and he is prepared to fight again. The staves behind him suggest the boundary that which he protects. So, he did not contract a yeast infection. Divinatory meanings. Keywords to look for when you are reading this card. Always follow your gut, too. Your gut's always right. The pause in a struggle. Preparedness, strength, but in reverse. Eventually victory, but steady force must be applied. Obstinacy. Yeah. Strength, power, and health. So that card would tell me that somebody has been through hell, but they're still strong, they're still standing. Just like all of you. Powerful people. 10 of wands. This guy's, I don't know what he's doing. He is stealing somebody something. Joking. So, here the young man is carrying 10 staves. The burden seems about more than he can manage, yet he staggers on toward the city. So, divinatory meanings. Keywords to look for when you find this card come up in your reading. Force and energy applied to selfish ends. Power unwisely used. Carrying a burden of ill-related power. Here is also a refining test by fire. The heart tried by pain. Problem soon to be solved. So that would represent somebody working on their own mental issues. Trying to get back into the swing of things and get everything back to normal. Okay. Page of Wands. Where is he? There he is. There's the page. Alright, the Page of Wands. Okay, some call the page a princess. And certainly from the picture, this could be either a youth or a maiden who stands there boldly upholding a wand as it is about to deliver a message. 3 pyramids in the background are symbolic of the earth in its maternal aspect and are also related to fire, as in the entire suit of wands. The third card this card, I do need glasses. This card should be chosen to represent a boy or a girl of fair complexion, since wands always indicate blondes with blue or hazel eyes. My hair is not naturally blonde. It is natural. It's surreal. So, alright, divinatory meanings. Keywords to look for when this card comes up in your reading. Courage, beauty, a nature sudden in love or anger. Desire for power, enthusiasm, a messenger or postman, a bearer of tidings. If this card appears in a spread next to one representing a man, there will be favorable testimony concerning him. Good card. Very good card. Okay, I'm almost done. Promise. I'm not going to read the entire suit. Knight of Wands. There he is. There he is. Alright. It's Mercury retrograde. It is. Right. handsome young knight in armor gallops across the plains. There are 3 pyramids in the distance. His mantle is decorated with salamanders biting their tails. Salamanders suddenly... Alright, yeah, I just totally lost my enthusiasm for dramatic reading. Alright. His mantle is decorated with salamanders biting their tails. Salamanders supposedly can go through fire without being burned, and wands symbolize fire. I wonder if that's true. I don't want to test it because I don't want to hurt any kind of animal whatsoever. So if anybody has ever tried that, let me know, because that sounds really cool. Not for the animal. Don't try it if it's alive. Yeah, don't. Please. This card is to be chosen to represent a person in early manhood with blonde hair and blue or hazel eyes. So, divinatory meanings, keywords to look for, or to remember, try to. Always use your gut when this comes up in a reading. So, a young man, possibly a warrior, filled with energy. He can be a generous friend or lover, but is also likely to be cruel and brutal. He is hasty in all that he does. Well, remember, if it's love, if it's not rough, it isn't fun. I'm joking. May also mean change of residence, immigration. That was a bad word to use. Quick departure. Knights in a spread may also mean the coming or going of a matter. Make sense? They make sense to me, but so, okay. Queen of Wands. She looks very manly. I think she's a man. I do. Very manly. Looks manlier than my father. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make myself happy today. Gotta laugh at everything. Alright, Queen of Wands. A crowned queen sits on her throne, holding a staff in her right hand. In her left hand there's a sunflower, signifying nature and her control over it. She represents the goddess to me. The arms of her throne are lion's heads, to indicate that she also controls the lower forces of animal nature. In the foreground there is a black cat. Oh, love black cats. The sinister aspect of Venus. A tapestry hangs behind the queen, repeating the theme of lions and sunflowers. These 3 pyramids are seen again. Choose this card for a blonde with blue or hazel eyes. Very good card. I love that card too. She represents the Earth goddess to me. Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever you want to call her. Divinatory meanings. Keywords to look for when this card appears. And that would be, she has a great power to attract that which she wants, and is fruitful in mind and body, loving nature and her home. She is practical with money and sound in her business judgments. If she does not represent a woman, then she represents these qualities. So in yourself or somebody else, success in undertakings, love of home and growing things, kindness and generosity. I see that in a lot of people on this channel, and I love you all. So that is for the Queen of Wands. The King. Here it is, the King. Little salamander down there. Ain't he cute? I still want to know if that theory is true or not. So, King of Wands, he sits in royal robes, a crown upon his head. Lions and salamanders adorn the pillar behind him, and the design on his mantle is made up of salamanders. There's a little white salamander seated beside him. That's the one that I pointed out to you guys. All of these signify fire. Wands also represent the scepter of the king and the magician's rod of power that can conjure the elementals and utilize their forces for either spiritual or material gain. This is the card to represent a blonde man with blue or hazel eyes, a mature man of enterprise. Very good card. Very, very good card. So, keywords to look for. Divinatory meanings. Okay. handsome and passionate. He is agile in mind and body, a country gentleman, generally married. Well, that sucks. Loyal and noble, he comes of a good family. Sometimes he is too hasty. If no man seems to be involved in the spread of cards, you will find these traits: honesty, friendliness, passion. This card may mean unexpected heritage or a good marriage. A very good card. A very good card. And that wraps it up for the suits, the suit of wands. So, those are the wands. Oh, here's one wand. 6 of wands. Triumph, victory. So yes, very, very interesting, isn't it? Alright guys. So, the full moon ritual, when I posted it, I was asleep. I didn't even really realize that I was doing what I did. So I kind of went back and I think I had to make some changes this morning when I woke up, because I can't obviously, type in my sleep. But it came out strange. So I just want it to be for more empowerment for us, personal blessings. We have done so much work together as a group. For the world, my work still continues for the world, and I just want to, I'll do the same thing. You guys know how I do my rituals. I'm getting the hang of how you guys do your rituals too. I will light a candle for everybody that participates, even people that don't, just for personal empowerment, blessings, if you need, if you're in need of money, if you're in need of healing, recovery, peace of mind, compassion, kindness, all of those good things. So yes, we have worked, all of us, we have worked a lot of good for others while we focus on ourselves. And we've had that backlash, and we've transformed that backlash. So I think it's time that we kind of, I don't want to say treat ourselves, but just a personal ritual of devotion to ourselves, but also with the goddess. I'm sorry, I just totally spaced out. Don't know where I don't know where that's coming from, that music or anything. Oh my god, it's terrible. I did open up a portal to hell with the Ouija boards, and it's the devil music coming from downstairs into my ears. Damn it. No. But, yeah, so that's my intention for the ritual. So, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be really good for all of us. Just to refresh ourselves. And oddly enough, I even picked the date of the full moon, which was strange. So I don't know. I don't know how I did that in my sleep. It just happened. So, mass magic is coming. I'm just not too sure yet. I'm not. Damn. Clothes. I'm not digging clothes today. Mass magic is coming. I'm not ready. I'm personally not ready yet. So, I know you guys are. Maybe. A few of you. It's gonna storm today. I trust my coffee cup more than I do the weather, people. So. Alright, guys. Yeah, that's about it. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for Witchy Wednesday. Is it Witchy Wednesday tomorrow? What is today? Tuesday. Wednesday, Witchy Wednesday. Okay, cool. awesome. So, alright guys. Everybody has a birthday today. Happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope it's filled with love, kindness, compassion, joy. Everything that you deserve. Because you all deserve the most amazing everything. So, Joe, Elime, I love you too very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I really hope it's helping you to understand the tarot better. You said that you did. It's starting to make sense. It should start to make even more sense. So, also, I wanted to recommend that you get Karen A. Dahlman, and Marla Martinson, the Women of Ouija. Check them out. They are featured on my featured. If you go to my website, my channel, here on YouTube, and you see my featured people, I have Karen A. Dahlman, I have Marla Martinson. Check them out for anything that you need to know about the Ouija. Two amazing women that know their stuff. So, I wouldn't be where I am today without Karen or Marla. So, I have just so much love for you two, and I just love you with all my heart. Just to no end. So, yeah, check out their videos. I highly, really wish you would. Because they are very informative, and Karen and Marla are just amazing to watch. Their chemistry and just everything that they talk about. It's just, everything is so enlightening. Very enlightening. So, I love you, Karen, and I love you, Marla. So, and I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow for Witchy Wednesday. All my love. And a hiccup. So, another hiccup. Sorry, guys. Jesus. I will see you all tomorrow for Witchy Wednesday. Just ignore my goofiness today. So, I love you guys.